be like the calmest episode that we've had.
I know, right?
It's like sitting here with everything going on, and I'm like, oh my god, migraine. I don't know if you
Um,
can hear crazy outside. Yeah.
I do just want to shout out local Bristol listener Heather, who might be tuning in, who I met off my Buy Nothing Bristol, because as you guys know, I am moving. So I'm purging a lot of things. And we were just chatting, and I was like, yeah, I have my podcast. And she was like, oh, like, what's it about? And I was like, Broadway stuff. She was like, oh, well, can I check it out?
Cute.
So I sent her a link, so she might be listening. So Heather, if you're listening,
Hi, local Connecticut.
hey girl. She was like, I'm Heather too. I was like, yes, Heather.
You have all the Heather energy right now, and I have the Amber energy. How did this happen?
Heather. Yeah, I don't know. Just
I
living.
love the outfit. I'm in my I have a migraine, everybody, like, and also with the Category 5 hurricane in Jamaica, even though it's not in Orlando, there have been storms all day. So migraine city. So I'm wearing my spooky Bucky shirt.
Yep, I'm dressed a little spooky for everyone.
You are. We really are. So very proud of you. Yes, love the bats. Freaking bats. Yeah,
Freaking bad.
it's going to be a very chill episode. We were supposed to have Final Strike Collaborative here, but half of Final Strike Collaborative is overseas right now, unexpectedly for tech, and the other is sick. So they'll be joining us in November, but they still are going to be doing a really awesome giveaway for tonight's viewers/listeners, and we'll tell you towards the end of the show how to enter to do that. So, yeah, we're going to do the damn thing. I'm going to be talking as this all night. This is great. We should do every episode in the dark. Can we do that? Just like lights out.
It's like very Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I'm okay with that. Like my glasses are reflecting, so it looks kind of creepy, and then you can actually see my whole screen. Ooh. But yeah, no, I'm okay with like we should have like a nap podcast.
The
Like
ambiance.
everybody just tunes in, and then we all just go to sleep.
Honestly,
Right?
that probably exists.
It doesn't, but I've always wanted to do a fringe show, like a BYOV, which is a bring your own venue of a fringe show that's just for napping. So see, everybody in our comment section's been under the weather. Either it's a little bad.
Honestly, it has been like it's just really been like I said last week. Like, I don't know why we agreed to do this on a Monday. I do know why we agreed to do this on a Monday, but like,
Probably so we can get a good start to the week. But I'm going to say this: October has not Octobered as October generally does,
yeah,
and
true.
I think with the stuff going on in the world, whether it's just Broadway stuff, whether it's government stuff, whether it's other stuff, I think everybody is just so broken and beaten down right now that
Yeah,
we're just all retreating. Like, I am, guys, I am under a blanket. I'm just like, I don't want to do anything.
yeah.
Yes, Cheyenne says it perfectly right. Ready? I'm going to post. We're all having a shit day, it would seem. Yes, Cheyenne, that is it's just a shit month. It is.
Yeah.
That's okay. But we're here at the Broadway Fan Club podcast. We're gonna do whatever we possibly can to try to start our week off right, make sure everybody has a good start to the best week generally of the year. Amber, do you have any special plans? I already know what the big plan is for the weekend, but do you have any special plans? Because last year we were doing it up for Halloween. This year, I think we're
Honestly,
really
like I'm literally just moving. Like I have no plans to like do anything else other than that. Like than move. Like that will be my full. Maybe I'll put on a costume to move, but like that will be my move. I might like. I
No, no,
might
no,
like.
no. Your costume is girl who is stressed out by moving.
I'm moving. Yeah, I
My
might.
moving costume used to don't judge me at all. Every single person I can hear it. My moving costume and uniform used to literally be a baseball hat, like a cap, because I look cute in caps. But I always like driving the moving truck and stuff. So that was like, all right, this is when I know I'm moving.
I like have to say like I do like giving out candy, so like I
You
might like
disclaimer though, you have to give everyone a disclaimer that doesn't know what you do all year.
I
In
do candy dish, but I don't know if I'm gonna have a space for it in my new place, so it's gonna be
oh
sad.
well.
But anyway, so like my friend that goes out trick or treating, like I might just be like, "Hey, can I sit on your porch and give out candy?" Like, be weird
Or
and like
give out candy in the new community. Good way to
and
meet your
go.
neighbors.
It's a apartment complex, and it's like the whole street is complexes, so like there's not going to be a lot of trick or treaters.
See, I don't think this building, my apartment complex, hasn't done it. They did take my suggestion this year, and Thursday they're doing a Hocus Pocus movie marathon at the
Very
pool at the
cool.
school. But I used to live in an apartment complex where um, you could either put a pumpkin on your door, which meant that you were participating or not. And I also lived in another place where each floor would have like one designated person. They would all be downstairs. So like the kids didn't have to climb up the stairs and go deal with all of that. They just like
Yeah.
trick or treated at the building. But this community is only 3 buildings. So
Yeah, I think last year somebody in the main building like put a note on all the doors that said like come visit me at room 201 and get some candy, and they like decorated their door up all nice. The candy sucked, I'll be honest. It was like really subpar candy, but like the decorations were cute. And then I've like got like a post-it and I wrote like N201 G101 on like there, and I like slapped my post-it
well,
on
last year we were at your apartment complex.
or then it was the year before, then it was the year before, then it was the
No,
year
yeah, but
before.
I'm saying like last year we were running around New York getting
Um,
ready. Shout out again to the W Times Square for letting us take over their bathroom for over an hour.
so ridiculous.
Cutting parts of corsets and shit. It was great. Now, have you ever had like a really okay? And I will shout out to the Museum of Broadway for our trick or treating last year. But have you ever had like what's your most favorite like trick or treating when you were little? Like, did you ever have like a favorite haul or like favorite thing that you ever gave out as an adult?
Um, so when I was a kid, we used to go to my friend Jennifer Bossy's neighborhood,
Her
which
last name is
is,
Bossy.
yes, Bossi,
Right on.
who is actually coincidentally my best friend Jill Now's neighborhood as well, like growing up, because they have the best candy bars. It was like the rich kid, like
Wait, what's the best candy bar to you though?
like they had like the big kids, they had
Full
like lots
size.
of houses, like full size candy bars, like just
Mhm.
lots of houses, lots of kids, safe neighborhoods, so lots of houses like packed, not a
Mhm.
lot of cars, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
it was like a good trick or treat neighborhood. So we used to go there.
But what was your favorite candy?
My favorite candy, I like a Butterfinger. I'm a Butterfinger
Yeah.
girl.
I used to be the Reese's girl. I used to be a Snickers girl, and Kit Kat was like a number one. And then all the candies, like even M&Ms, like everything's kind of changed now a little bit. So I'm still a Kit
Yeah,
Kat girl. Love a good Andes mint, which is becoming a thing for Halloween now. Don't get it. But when I was little, gosh, I'm gonna say I was probably 5. There was a neighbor where we lived that smart man, and I feel like I've talked about him before on the show. He would take a wheelbarrow and fill it with pennies, super clean, right?
oh yeah, you said that. I
Yeah.
remember this now. I
And then
remember
you
this.
would
Yeah.
take a scoop
Yeah.
and scoop of how many years old you were.
Yeah.
So then you would go home because, like, even at 5, you're taking 5 scoops of pennies, which is like
Yeah.
$1 maybe.
No, that's so cool.
Smart. And then my favorite like Halloween like trick or treating as an adult, because I would do it as an adult. And like watch all the kids go. It's really funny. Like friends, like I'll go trick or treating with my friends for their kids. But there was like this one block that I was invited to, like, and it was like multiple parties, but they were all the same party, and everybody had like the most themed out, like think Allison's house, like the Ropes Mansion from Hocus Pocus, but a whole street of them.
Love it.
And you would just walk in, grab a drink. They had like different candies and different foods like made to look like dead man's fingers, and that was the best. And
Cute.
then
Yeah.
this past weekend, I went with a couple of friends to one of their friends' houses, and it was a self-described Puerto Rican party.
Okay.
So, which is fine. And they know how to make some good food. So it was
They
all like
do.
cheese. And so I ate a lot of cheese this weekend and was
Delicious.
here until like almost 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Um, but I will say that I had like a big sister moment. Like I don't have any little sisters. I have like a younger stepsister who's like a year younger. But this poor girl on Saturday, 14 years old, y'all, they're starting out really early. But her ex-boyfriend decided to take $100 Uber to come, and he was like being like super aggressive and like
Ditch him, girl. Ditch
no,
him.
she
We don't.
couldn't. She couldn't. He like but for like an hour and a half away and he refused to leave. He was like getting handsy with her. And like her whole family was like, why is it such a big deal? He's here. She was crying, but like she didn't know me, but she like latched onto me and like was like she very innocently was like, they don't know, but like, can I ask you a question? And I was like, yeah, sure. What's going on? She goes, well, what happens if he like peer pressured me or tried to get me to do something I didn't want to do? At 14.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, ditch him in life,
Right.
girl. Like, ditch
Well,
him in life.
she put me in as the messenger to let her family know that this guy tried to sexually assault her. So
Yeah.
that was part of the party.
Fun.
Yeah, and like I just don't get people. Like it costs nothing to be kind.
Yeah.
Be nice, be kind to strangers unless they're crazy. Or if they're crazy, maybe you're my next best friend. But yeah, so it's really just a weird year for everybody. I've seen our comments. Hocus Pocus is a much to watch every year. Yes.
Mhm.
Um, I rewatched all of Twilight because I'm that girl. Um, Tomorrow night, Amber, you don't even know this, but I am guest appearancing on our friend Nick's show, Nick's podcast. If I have a voice by then, they let me pick the spooky movie to do for Halloween. So we are doing a full review on the gold standard of The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I better
Nice.
feel better.
The theater that I volunteer at while I was volunteering
Oh yeah, I
um,
want to hear about your weekend.
for my event that I did Saturday night, they also did a volunteer lottery again, where it wasn't actually a lottery. It was just like you can sign up for this if you'd
Mm-hmm.
like. And now that I've been there a little bit, I know the rules, which are if you are working, you can sign up and have someone else pick up the tickets and use them in your name. Um, so I asked a friend who sadly, unfortunately, their brother-in-law and brother recently passed away.
Oh gosh.
Um, so they've been having a little bit of a hard time lately. So I figured, maybe they'd like a nice night out,
Yeah.
so I asked if they were interested in the tickets. And what it was the HSO, which is the Hartford Symphony Orchestra, playing live while um oh no, the link
Yeah.
sent to last week's show. Did I mess something up?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's Chris Levy, and
Great.
Chris Levy offered to bring me treats from New York. So,
Anyway, that
is it Nightmare Before Christmas with a live
it
orchestra?
was Nightmare Before Christmas, but all the songs were played with a live orchestra while they
I would
were.
blown up for that.
So, like, it was, like, very cool that,
I've done the Harry
they.
Potter ones like that, and I've also done
Yeah,
where there's been
they've
a
done, like,
live organ player.
Twilight. I think there's a Twilight one happening in
Like,
Connecticut tonight.
oh, of course, that's
Or
fun.
actually, no, it was Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I really, yay, Chris Levy, and we're going to talk about Chris Levy in a second, simply out of pure selfishness, because you had a nice little whirlwind weekend going to a whole bunch of different shows and stuff. So I'm very excited here. Jeffrey Cohen, SA for sexual assault. I have no problem letting people know that if someone says SA sexually assaulted is what they mean. Fun stuff. Yeah, see, this is like a vent session, guys. Feel free in the peanut section over here, just a peanut gallery. I can't talk, just vent. It's
Oh, yeah,
okay.
no, I definitely
This
posted
is that's
last week's episode to all the groups.
oh, good job.
Like a
That's
big
fine.
old dumb.
It's totally fine.
Delete, delete, delete.
Delete, delete, delete. It's totally fine. Nightmare on Elm Street musical is what Olivia is saying. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm gonna beg to differ. I don't mm, I don't know how I feel about that. But they just did Paranormal Activity. I just don't know how I feel about it. But you know what they are
Yeah.
doing, which is technically a horror movie, and I'm really excited about. And if you've been living under a rock, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But the freaking Lost Boys. Hello. Super excited.
I was actually gonna say I'm actually wearing this costume in honor of the newly upcoming release production of Batboy.
Very nice. Technically, it could be Kiss of the Spider Woman too.
Also that, yes.
Yeah. Yes, Bat Boy is going to be phenomenal. I'm so jealous.
All the stuff they're putting out, it's great.
Yeah. Speaking of stuff that's being put out, have you seen some of the socials that DBH Jeff Becomes Her and Beetlejuice have been doing together?
Oh yeah, amazing.
I'm like pretty happy that they do that. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting season. Did you get a chance to reshare yet? Do we need to ramble more? Because we can still have event sesh.
I'm deleting and then I was gonna reshare,
Okay.
but I don't know if you wanted to we could talk about the thing that we were gonna talk about, maybe
Yeah,
like
yeah,
share
we can talk
some
about the thing. Hmm.
yeah, we could like
Absolutely.
share some things about it, like just
Absolutely.
get it off the top of the app if you want.
Well, I will also share from my Phoenix song, who was just kind enough to make a post from our YouTube. I'm going to repeat this because I think it's so kind. I have today to say, assuming to say, your masquerade group contributed to an amazing first trip to New York City last weekend. Y'all and your group are so appreciated. Thank you, my Phoenix song. And I don't know if you know, we are actually the world's largest platform for Broadway and off Broadway shows for fan based communities. This is how the podcast was born. We actually run 138 different groups, which you can find if you're not part of the other ones right at www.thebroadwayfanclub.com. We'd love for you to join. This is a passion project for us. We do whatever we can for our community. Speaking of doing whatever we can for our community, and it's a little bit off our general subject, we generally try to stay as neutral as possible, but I do feel like
Because it's nonpartisan, I
this is
feel.
nonpartisan. It's going to affect a lot of people, whether it's somebody that you know or yourself. There's no shame in it. But I do want everybody, and Amber and I have found that this is going to be the best website for you to go to. As of November 1st, with the current situation with the government shutdown, SNAP benefits, which are considered your food stamps, if you were in part of the program, whatever, as of November 1st, they are null and void until future notice. So if you need help, if you need to put food on your table, and there's no shame in it, guys. I've been on food stamps. That's okay. Sometimes you go through a problem, an accident puts you down, you get laid off. It's okay. It's something that's there. This is something that's there for you as well. It's feedingamerica.org. And if you go to www.feedingamerica.org/find-your-local-food bank, all one word, it will take you directly to the best way to find your food bank. So I'm going to share from my page as Amber is continuing to share to our group so you guys can see it. It's really user friendly. Can you guys see that? There you go. So we'll put in my zip code just so you guys can see. So groceries, meals, and more are just a search away. Click on a food bank to learn more about hours, locations, and services at food pantries and meal programs. So for mine, it'd be Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida. I can see the nearby pantries. I can go through and you can register. You can donate if you're able to donate. Really love for this to go away. There we go. But Second Harvest Food Bank, and it goes through what they do, different programs, how you can donate. But if you were impacted, you need to pick up food. I know personally during the COVID shutdown of the world, essentially, they did something here for entertainment. So anybody who is part of the entertainment industry, which I still was at that part, we would have a drive-through food pickup program, which was great. And I was able to help put food on my parents' tables. And so it was really nice. So if you can support the community, support the community. If you need the help, go ahead and find a local food pantry. I know Amber has also posted locally in Connecticut on her socials a couple of more localized things there. And if you guys need help and you're afraid to reach out, don't hesitate to reach out to us too. We're happy to help.
True that.
Mm-hmm.
True that.
Oh, my Phoenix song. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, I'm a legally blind woman who posted my review, and Heather helped me figure out contacting ADA services. I'm in a few of the groups. Thank you again. Not a problem. And yes, I'm so glad. Masquerade's been really good with ADA accommodations. It's really something that's been a gem in their crown there. And to answer Olivia's question, Heather, when is the next time you're coming up? We can go to DT Dumplings again. I personally am going to be waiting until it's a little bit, I don't want to say safer to travel, more convenient to travel, because I have had numerous people who have been traveling and getting stranded for 12 hours, 17 hours. Their flight is canceled because the air traffic controllers left, something like that. So when it's a little bit more consistent, which is also adding to my a little bit. Yeah. This is a like de-stress Monday for us. This is great. But you ready to share some fun things?
Yeah. So I mean, like, I'll just like start off by telling everyone about like my Saturday night.
Saturday.
So yeah, like I said, I got those tickets for my friend, which I would have taken myself because that sounds cool as heck.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not one of those Nightmare Before Christmas like people. Like I'm just not. Like I'm just not. But what I was doing was working an evening with Jeremy Jordan event, which was
you spent an evening with Jeremy Jordan.
Incredible. It was so much fun. So it was just, Jeremy doing his one-man show. He sang songs from Gatsby. He sang songs from Floyd Collins, Smash. He sang just like random like pop songs. What else did he do? He did a one-man show of the Newsies, which like I have to tell you, as we all know, this podcast is a huge fans of Tommy Bracco. He did a special.
I don't know who'd be huge fans of Tommy Bracco.
Special shout out to Tommy Bracco.
Yes. Which also Tommy has been recovering from surgery. So if you happen to be knowing anything, go say hi to him. But yeah, go ahead. You got to do a line because you did it for me over the phone and it made me giggle.
Yeah, he was like, "Have no fear, Brooklyn's here. It's me, Spot Conlon, paid by the one and only." What did he say? Where the heck is
Long Island?
Staten Island's own Tommy Bracco. And I was like, oh my god, it's perfect. It's perfect. And I don't know if like as many people got the reference as they should. I hope everyone got the reference, but
what do you mean?
You know what I mean? Like in the audience, like the other ushers, like just in general. Cause like I was like, yeah, Tommy Bracco. Like I was like,
yes, but not everybody who opens up their Instagram goes to Tommy Bracco.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like not everyone's Instagram is automatically programmed to go to Tommy Bracco like yours and apparently mine. So
I don't know how that happened, but I'm not complaining about it.
The Tommy Bracco influence is spreading.
Yes, but he is out of surgery for anybody that's been following along. He had a mass on his spine for several years. And he is in recovery and his husband's been taking care of him. And now he is getting all sassy and he's got a bell to ring for any time that he needs something. But he'll still a wonderful Tommy Bracco. I told him, I said, we love you. Go kick some ass now. So and he will.
Honestly, it's amazing. Like, He's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Then in some Broadway news, as I mentioned last week, we had some longtime members of the Book of Mormon playing their final performance
By the way,
yesterday. We had Louis Cleal, Cody Jameson Strand, uh,
sorry, everybody. I think I'm gonna talk
Keisha,
a lot. There's a lot.
and PJ Adzima, who played their final performances. And Lewis is actually an original Broadway cast member, which
Yeah,
is like absolutely insane.
older than Thane Jasperson.
Older than
So,
Dane Jasperson. Yeah, like absolutely crazy. So happy trails to them. Congratulations on like decades of wonderful performances. Like bravo to you.
mhm.
And
You know what?
I hope they just, get solace in the fact that they have given
Long.
so much laughter to many people
Yeah,
throughout the years.
absolutely. Absolutely. I love Book of Mormon. I think I've said it before where like I when it first came out, I was like, this looks so stupid. Oh my god, it looks so stupid. And I love South Park and I love Trey and Matt. Like I was just like, meh. And then Shauna was like, no, when he's coming to the city next time, we're gonna go see it. And I was like, Shauna, I don't want to. I don't want to. And then they won the Tony, and I was like, okay, I guess we're going to.
Okay.
But we won the
Right.
lottery. When they still
Right.
had in-person lottery, we
Right.
went to Book of Mormon lottery, had a great seat. It was amazing. I think we had box seats for it. And it
Mhm.
was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was talking to my friend John because him and his wife were going up in December, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna see the Rockettes. They go to church. Like she's pretty religious, older couple, and I love them to death. John's like my uncle, like friend. It's a weird
Mhm.
like dynamic, but he's great. And he's like, "Yeah, I think we're gonna go to Death Becomes Her," and I was like, "Sue is gonna hate it." 100%, because she has a lot of problems with a lot of demographics of people, which sucks.
Yeah.
And she's very religious. And I was like, so I don't know if she's going to like it. And he's like, well, what about Book of Mormon? And I was like, well, there's literally a song, which
No.
is Fuck You, God. So I'm pretty sure like that would be
That
really
one's
bad.
just out.
Like,
Yeah,
so
let's just pick any
just
other choice but that one. Yeah, for
just
sure.
don't. Let's not.
For sure.
I would feel personally like responsible if you said, "Hey, we're gonna go to Book of Mormon." And I'm like, have fun.
Have fun. Yeah, right?
Oh, no, I
Like that
can't
would be
do
like
it.
a moral
So
yeah.
I was like, just in time, even though like it's a little bit of like Playboyish stuff, just in time is a great option.
Yeah,
Um, like that's a really good, solid choice to go
right.
see. So we'll see how it goes. Some other good Broadway news.
Tell me.
There's going to be even more Glee on Broadway
Even more
again.
Glee on Broadway. Again,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Alex freaking Newell coming in as
Alex
Mama
Newell
Mordred at Chicago.
coming back onto Broadway.
Woo
Yeah,
woo. So
yeah,
let's see. That means you've got Alex in Chicago.
yep.
Johnny is over at Just in Time. Leah Michelle is over at Chess. Darren Chris is at Maybe Happy Ending. Am I missing anybody? Is it just the four of them right now?
No, I think that's everyone right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm friends with Max Adler, and I was like, so when are you gonna be on Broadway, buddy? He was Karofsky. Like, you gonna go do Broadway? No, okay. But that really leaves like,
Yeah.
and I think everybody else is there. And technically, if you really want to get technical, Kristen Chenoweth, she was on
Right.
Glee for
She
quite
was
some
on Glee.
time.
Yeah. True.
Um,
True.
Matthew Morrison has had his time to shine, but I'd love to see him come back because he was wonderful in Finding Neverland and, of course, as Link with Hairspray. Cord Overstreet would be phenomenal to see. It'd be really good to see a couple of wheelchair guys. Canadian spelling. That's right. Oh my God, Kevin. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Words. The words evade me. Not Kevin McFarlane. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, he did celebrity drag something. I
Kevin
can't think of
McHale.
it.
Kevin McHale.
Yes,
Yeah, so he's
yes,
celebrity. That's right. I forgot he was.
yes.
Yes, thanks, Chris, for reminding me that. Yep. Yeah, that's amazing. So I'm super excited about that. So like
So Gleeks, it is your season.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I rewatched the show. I think so. I didn't watch it when it first came out. I watched it intermittently, and then I was
Okay.
visiting family in New Orleans a couple of years ago, and they didn't have TV, so I had the Wi-Fi, and I was like, "Well, I'll watch Glee," and I watched it from top to bottom.
Top to bottom,
And then
yeah.
I did it a couple of months ago,
Couple
just
of
because I
times,
was looking
yeah.
for something else. But right now it's Gilmore Girls season. And I keep rewatch. That's just I could put it on and go to sleep and not worry about missing something.
I've been watching a lot of we are not sponsored, we are not affiliated. I do not know you. Caleb Hammer, YouTube financial audit.
Oh,
Um, where he goes through people's finances and basically tells them like what they're frivolously spending money on and
that
how to
sounds awful, but
be better
that
at their
would
money.
put me to sleep or
Yeah,
give me nightmares.
it's putting me to sleep and it's also like making me like really paranoid about my money. But also I'm trying
That's why
not to
you don't watch
be.
it.
But like other if Heather, I don't think you understand. I cannot be alive in this year 2025. Like I just cannot. Like I am too much of an like a helper
I
and like
know.
a giver.
Yeah,
Like I've already donated like $500 to our local food pantries in
yeah.
the weekend alone.
And you've also
Like
essentially stated that anybody that needs something to come to you during this time too.
like I I need to be cut off
Mm-hmm.
from donations, but I also cannot stop myself because the thought of a grandparent not getting dinner like makes me want to throw up.
So uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
So,
again why we've got, and you can use your own web search, but feedingamerica.org, we are not
right.
sponsored by them. We just want to help out. Also, I know that the shop's closed right now on Etsy, but if you do go to our Etsy shop in the next like 2 weeks, once it starts to be open, we do have bracelets that are for donation to Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. And I am currently working on a spreadsheet of donations for playbills. So a lot of people have been asking. We're trying to put together the official list of how much it costs as a donation to Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS to get a signed playbill at the theater of your choice. So working on that very diligently.
So this guy will be like, "Why don't you have an emergency fund?" So I'm like, "Why don't I have an emergency fund?" So
And this is
I'm
why you don't sleep, or you do sleep, and then you.
yeah.
Yeah, we've
So yeah.
we've switched bodies the last couple of weeks, apparently.
This is my life. Yeah,
You know what? We haven't talked about Amber.
hmm.
The biggest nightmare that's been happening for the last couple of months is finally over.
Which one?
Well, there were technically two simultaneously that could have affected a lot of people on Broadway.
Oh, yes.
You want to say it
Yes,
simultaneously?
we will.
There is, you're supposed to say it with me.
I don't know what
The
sentences you're saying though.
Okay, let's pull our best newsies. The strikes are over. There's no more possibility of a strike.
I know, but like I was trying to figure out what lyric you were trying to go.
No,
Like
no lyrics. There
oh, I was like, no strike? Right. Like, where's the no in this?
no strikes.
Yeah.
There's
No. Yeah.
Yes. So
They've come to an agreement, which
both
is
sides, both the
wonderful.
actors equity
And
and the musicians.
and
Yeah.
the musicians. Yeah. So fabulous news.
Phenomenal. Which is
Fabulous news
yeah.
for actors, for stagehands, for front of house, for theater employees,
Everybody.
for every single person whose hand
Mhm.
goes into bringing that little bit of show to stage. So
Mhm.
wonderful,
Yep.
wonderful,
Yep.
wonderful. This is kind of crazy.
Everything's kind of crazy right now. What's kind of crazy?
Again, not really like here based, but Rachel Zegler and Ben Platt doing the last 5 years? A concert version of the last 5 years over in London?
I don't know. Don't forget we have our last 5 years fan group too.
I did not see that coming like from 47
I
yards away. Like I didn't see that coming from 47 yards away.
I I will
I
keep my
didn't see
mouth.
that coming from 47 yards away.
Nope, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm gonna be a good girl.
Yeah. I just, I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming.
Gotta be a good girl. Didn't say anything. Didn't say a word.
So it's a limited run.
Yes.
It will have concert staging. So it's not like a full.
I love that our Avita group has turned into the Rachel Zegler fan group, but everyone's like the tickets are going to be $1 million.
Yeah. And we'll see because as we know, did not thrive as well as anticipated on Broadway this season.
I mean, it was a limited run.
Was a limited run, yes.
It was really interesting casting also.
Also that.
It's a show.
It's a show.
I preferred the movie version.
Which
And I
Jeremy
cried
did
twice.
sing a song from.
Yeah. What he sang?
Wonderful. Honestly, I don't remember because
That's
my
fair.
brain is complete mush right now.
No, same. But you don't have a TBI. You're just stressed. Mine's TBI stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be something.
That will definitely be something. Yeah, it will. It will for sure be something. It will for sure be
What do you
something.
guys think? Are you all? I mean, I see Jeffrey Cohen just said I'll pass. Are you guys looking forward to seeing anything like that? You know what has just opened in the West End that I was really looking forward to until I started to see the nightmares coming out of it was the Hunger Games.
Nope, not for me.
See, I love the Hunger Games. Didn't read the books. Love the movies. Had the opportunity to read the script.
Like the books, didn't love the movies. The movies made me be like,
The theater looks like a dinner show. It looks interesting, but I have been looking at the photo. Ouch! I just hit my hand on the desk. That's going to be a bruise. That's going to be fine. It's going to be great. Everything's fine. I'm that angry apparently, but I've been looking at the photos and videos from patrons. The theater isn't even fully built out yet. I think they rushed to open it, sadly. But you know what's not rushing to open and has their opening night tomorrow here locally in New York.
here locally
Well,
in
like
New
in the
York,
States. In the States. Why are you making a face?
the Phantom Tour.
Okay, besides Phantom Tour, which, by the way, did we know that Tukes was going on tour
No, I did not.
with his wife? I'm impressed.
That's adorable. I love
I'm so
that.
excited. I'm so excited.
Congratulations to them.
Yes, make sure you guys check out our interview from several months ago with the one and only Stephen Tewksbury because he's phenomenal. No, Romeo and Michelle's is opening tomorrow. Stage 42.
And you know what is closing very soon?
What?
Exorcistic.
Yeah.
But do you know who the
last.
final Broadway diva is?
No?
Making their return.
It's got to be Darren.
Darren
No?
Criss.
Is it Darren? Yeah.
It's Darren Criss.
And seeing Exorcistic, and I don't know if anyone who's listening in has seen Exorcistic, and knowing what the diva's song and attire is, I don't know if I'd be able to sit in the audience without laughing my ass off.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. I love them so much, but I really think it's going to start to tour. I really hope.
Yeah,
I feel like that's where they're going with it.
yeah. Speaking of things that are that time of year,
Mm-hmm. Go on.
it's that time of year, y'all.
That's lots of times of year. Yes.
Red bucket time.
Yes.
So if you are at a show, that means you will see when you go to leave performers in costume holding those wonderful red buckets
Well, they're
with
going to do the whole like curtain call speech too.
yes, where they will be happily accepting donations. Donations for what? They will tell you in a whole wonderful speech at the curtain call, where they will most likely have a beautiful display poster board, maybe some
Mm-hmm.
show and tell items.
Mm-hmm.
The items will vary from show to show. They will be, sometimes
What have you
prop.
heard for this season so far? Because I heard something interesting.
I have not heard much, to be
I
honest.
heard Jonathan Groff's ties
Okay.
are over at Just in Time. That's all I heard. Our Just in Time group has been spending a lot of money towards red buckets.
Yes. So again, it will be things like stage used items, perhaps like that the actor has worn or
Something made so like
used.
Sutton Foster was crocheting pies during Sweeney Todd. And they sold those off.
In Merrily, there was a moment where Jonathan typed on a typewriter and they would raffle off that secret note that was typed every night,
Signed by the cast.
signed by the cast. There's signed playbills, signed window cards, just various special items that the cast has either created together or signed and come together to help raise money again for Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS,
Mhm.
which is a very important organization that we always talk about, which
Yes.
is needed now more than ever, especially with the government shutdown and the cuts to things like healthcare and with
Grocery
food
accessible.
insecurity rising.
Yeah. Yep. 100% yes. So
So yeah, those red buckets are out there, and just say hello, drop a dollar in if you can.
yeah,
If you're
just
already
because
at
there
the
might
show,
be something that if you have, like, let's say, for example, they're saying, okay, so signed playbill signed by the cast right now is $50. If you don't have $50, if you don't have $20, if you don't have $10, but you still want to donate, they do still stand, like what Amber's saying, they will still have red buckets as you're exiting, where you can purchase these items. You can still just throw a dollar in. Even if you want to
throw
spend
a couple bucks
$100 and you
in.
don't want something for it, just do it, and they can do it with digital cards as well, so you can use tap to pay
Right,
as
you can use tap to pay. Yeah, absolutely. And again, it benefits the community as a whole.
well. Yeah.
So it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
So should we acknowledge some of the questions in our comment section right now just to answer?
Sure.
So Jeffrey Cohen, will the Queen of Versailles go the way of Tammy Faye? I'm assuming you mean with a shorter closing. I think that's hard to answer. Um, I think when you mix politics and Broadway, it can go either way. Their socials haven't seemed as strong as I would have thought, but you also can't judge a book by its cover. Um, I haven't heard much great things or much bad things about it, but you do have Kristen Chenoweth in the lead, so I can't see that going as quickly as Tammy Faye. In my opinion. What about you, Amber?
I feel similarly. Stephen Schwartz as well. However, I do think that the subject matter of the show itself is a tough sell, especially right now. Um,
Yes.
like
Do you want to go deeper into that in our
this
last few minutes?
exact moment in time, it's just
Yeah.
a tough subject matter where people are like, "Oh, this wealthy person loses all their money, but they get it back in the end."
Yeah.
And meanwhile, people are not.
It's hard to do a show where, like with Queen of Versailles, people from Central Florida that lived through it, that have seen it, like friends of mine, are like, I feel like I'm in Windermere. Like, we've lived through this. Um, Jackie Siegel was just not a likable person to begin with. And
Right.
so when you don't have like a hero to kind of cheer on and like,
Right.
yay,
Exactly.
yeah, I think
Exactly.
that's hard. It's a lot of extravagance. Um,
Like people are I think people a lot of people are like, "Why are we celebrating Jackie Siegel to begin with?"
and I that was kind of my thing when I did not want to see the documentary when it came out several years ago. And a friend of mine, because they were only playing it in one theater in all of Central Florida, which was kind of like the like artsy theater that doesn't play regular releases. And a friend of mine was driving from like almost 2 hours away to come see it. And they were like, "Do you want to come see it?" And I'm like, no interest. Well, I already bought you a ticket. Okay, let me go watch this train wreck, and sat through it because I had at one point worked at Westgate, which is the
Mhm.
resorts that they owned and own. And I also knew so many people who were involved in so many things. We're talking about the same company that during an election was somebody that is currently our president now, not during this current election, but the previous one, that people were sent emails that said, if you do not vote for this specific candidate, you will lose your job.
Oh, yeah, like, they're just, like, not good people at all, and, like so, like, I'm a big true crime fan, but, like,
Okay.
I am
Yes, you are.
also a person who suffers from PTSD from an
Yes.
act of violence.
Yeah.
So my preferred true crime is like blue collar crime or, like bank heists or robberies or, things of that nature. Like I like that type of crime.
Yeah.
So I was interested in the Queen of Versailles documentary because it kind of fits that profile. And I have to tell you, like, one of the things that like really stuck out to me was that she like was like, "Oh, we, like, donate our old queen bed sheets that we, like, don't, use in our, like, hotels or whatever. We,
Yeah.
like, donate them." But then she was like, "These are $50." And, like, that was her, like, thought of donating them was, like, selling them for $50. I'm
Now,
like,
I was just said
"That's not
information
donating."
from someone who's seen the show that we all know and love. I was told the daughter and the niece are the most likable people, and they're who you're rooting for, but it's still hard.
Yeah.
And Chris Levy, you already know I'm talking about you, but Chris also got a chance to see Bo, who said Bo was phenomenal. I've been hearing great things already.
I've
Um,
been hearing a lot of good things
and the
about Bo.
baker's wife. Like, Chris had a weekend, which is amazing.
I've
Um,
also heard really cool things about the production of Into the Woods that is in the woods.
yeah, I'm still waiting for a member to let us know about it so we can talk more about it effectively because neither one of us have seen it.
I've heard through someone who heard like I saw some like behind like some videos and it looks really cool.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
Jeffrey Cohen, what about the new chess book? I personally haven't seen chess yet. I know Amber hasn't yet. I know
have
that
not
the
seen
members
Chess.
that have seen it, there's a lot of things they love. There's things that are not the norm, so they're questioning it. And exciting news is that we have a big announcement coming up the next couple of weeks, very much directly related to that. So stay tuned for that. So,
Mhm.
yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but Chess obviously, they did extend. They had originally anticipated to, I think, run through March and now they will be going through May. So,
Already. Yep.
not surprising that this show
No.
is already a
They're
huge
gonna be pushing. They're gonna be pushing to go towards the Tonys, of
right.
course. That
Of
freaking
course.
cast, and
Of
we can
course.
say we knew Nick way back when. Like
Right.
it's adorable. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see it. And even the music videos that have been coming out have been great. That's something that's fun that's been trending too. God, I'm getting loud on my own head. I'm so like my headache is like, shut up. But a lot of social media is starting to do these like music videos
Yeah.
on like locations. So Heather's, which by the way just announced the US tour. Oh my God. All sorts of crazy stuff. But they just had JD and Veronica. So Lorna, they and Casey just went into a 7-Eleven to do Freeze Your Brain.
Yep.
And then they just did this like beautiful music video of Aaron doing One Night in Bangkok.
Yep.
And we were just talking
Even
about
tours, the Notebook,
Mhm.
they just did the first national tour version of My Days, which is
yeah,
beautiful. It's like it's a little different than the original version. It's like down an octave, so it's
yeah.
really, really nice to hear.
Yeah, it's been an interesting kind of transition to see what's going on. And like, I had a conversation with somebody a couple of days ago, and we're like, social media is not what it used to be. And we always talk about that. Like, TikToks and viral videos do not sell tickets. You know, it's the fans, it's what we try to create here with our communities. You know, that's why we run these fan groups because, especially now, I think we all need that sense of community. It's so important. um, you know, even when you're down, like I'm feeling like my migraine is literally making me want to like close my eyes and lay down right now. But like I'm here and I'm talking about something I love with people I love. And I think it's so important to like take some time for yourself and be able to, you know, focus on who you've got around you. So remember that. Chris says, let's see. I love that they do these videos. Now we need a 24/7 Broadway musicals channel that plays those with all the pro shots and interview shows and every bit of content they can find and create. So Chris, if we can find an investor, I'm totally down for that. They actually used to have a couple of things like that. I mean, Broadway HD is nothing like that. Um,
No.
but yeah, I mean, there's so many things, and technically, if you want to do Broadway 24/7, we do have now like 75 episodes of the show right here, and you can go to. It's a great segue. www.onlybroadwayfans.com to go right to our Broadway Podcast Network page and listen to all of our shows or watch all of our shows. And then it's kind of 24 hours a day.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
for a good couple of days. But so Amber, you said you're moving this
I'm
weekend. So
moving.
Hollow weekend, you are moving.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm what I'm doing. I just don't know. I just don't know. You have your cute costume on. I'm waiting to wear my Carrie costume somewhere, and if not, I will just wear comfy Halloween pajamas and watch scary movies
Hell yeah.
and wait for the rainstorms to stop or to sleep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But and yes, I need to let everybody know about the incredible prizes from Final Strike Collaborative. It's a list of things. So let me read through all of emails. Stand by. Okay. So it's going to be a choice of a couple of things. It's so many emails. Hold on. And they will officially be joining us on the 17th, so we can thank them then. So you're going to get a choice of the following, and depends on who wins, it's going to be your choice. So they have a pair of earrings from each of the most popular collections right now. So the Notebook the Musical, they are earrings made from back-painted plexiglass on the walls of the Broadway set. Stuffs the Musical, earrings made from the flooring of the Broadway set.
Cool.
Hamilton, earrings made from retired muskets from the Broadway production. Each pair is handmade by artists in the studio in New York out of materials that come directly from the legacy shows. The Notebook and Stuffs earrings are also available on the website amidst the other collection items, but the Hamilton ones are exclusive to partnerships only, so things like us. And the only other place that you can purchase them would be from Broadway Up Close's booth in Times Square for now. So that's it. So there's literally two pairs, one made for us and one made for Broadway Up Close. And then They are also finishing up a collection of earrings from Back to the Future and will sew a tote bag from one of the backdrops from Gypsy, as well as there are a couple of other options if you do not wear earrings or not an earrings fan: cutting boards from the Public, wooden coasters from the Public, and painted tote bags from the Today Show. So thank you to Carly and Lacey, and hopefully we'll be able to thank them when they're here on the 17th. To enter, all you have to do is after the show is over, we will make a post for an entrance, and you guys get the heads up because you guys are the only ones that are going to have a special word for tonight's episode, and we'll do this for tonight and next week's episode, and we'll do our final drawing the week before. So tonight's word is Amber.
Oh, I get to pick the word?
Yeah.
Tonight's word is tonight's word is tombstone.
Ooh, tombstone. Okay. So you guys heard it here first. Make sure you are following us on Facebook, on our actual page, or the groups that you're amongst. So again, you can go to www.thebroadwayfanclub.com, look for the specific contest post, and comment the word tombstone, and we know who's here and who's not here. So if someone starts copying you guys, the word is Amber. Jeffrey wants us to know the word is tombstone.
I was trying to think of like a Halloweeny, spooky.
I would have said bats because they're on top of your head.
Well, that's why I didn't want to make it too obvious, because I feel like people are just going to look at the video and be like, oh, it's bats. It's freaking bats. It's freaking bats.
There's nothing wrong with that. Anyways, so the word is tombstone. Make sure you guys go ahead and put that through. Once we see that over the next couple of days, we will then put that into our wheel of names. And then next week, we'll have an additional word. If you are part of our Patreon, you will actually get a bonus word. The more times you can enter, the better, obviously. So make sure you go to patreon.com/thebroadwayfanclub and make sure you sign up for our Patreon. You'll be emailed that special word of the day, patreon.com/thebroadwayfanclub. Yeah, and that pretty much takes you to it now because our Etsy shop is closed. You can't get a word that way, but you will once that opens for other giveaways in the future.
True that.
So I am going to hide away from this. The light is literally just from my computer. I'm going to do this for a second. This is how dark my whole house is, and I'm more than okay with it right now in my green brain. So
do you have a favorite post from the week?
Favorite post from the week. I mean, can I say that it's from our group, like our Facebook or our podcast right now?
Sure.
Yeah, for my Phoenix song, we're always so happy that we can create a welcoming and safe group, that you get help, like that you're able to get the assistance that you need. We're here to create those kind of community spaces for sure. To take a cop out and use one from our group. I love that everyone's starting to show their kids dressed up as Madeline.
I love that too.
And like they're like knowing every word and getting very artsy and doing a performance for it. What about you?
The cosplay in Death Becomes Her is definitely like on and poppin'. So that is like really going off. Like there is some really cool stuff in the Death Becomes Her group right now. And then like, I don't know, like, is this like, can I say like my own post?
Yes, sure.
Because I saw a tweet, not a tweet, threads, on Threads yesterday, and I posted it to Fleet Street because I got it immediately and it cracked me up, and I just thought it was the funniest thing.
Do you want to show it to everybody?
No, I'll just say it. It was just like someone that was just like, oh, yikes, unfollowing him now. Was a big fan of his hairstyling, was not aware about the pies. And I was like, oh, they're talking about Sweetie Todd.
And this was not on a Broadway thing. This was
no, it was just like a random, like, and people in the comments were like, what is the context? Like, what is the context? And finally, like, someone like put a picture of like Johnny Depp, and I was like, I'm dead. Like, this is like so funny.
Yeah. Yep.
It was good. It was good.
It's great though.
Yeah. So yeah,
It would be great. Mm-hmm.
everyone be safe this Halloween. Make good choices.
Or bad choices, because then
Or
we have more to
bad
talk about
choices.
next
Yeah.
week. Yeah. You have to trademark your closing when the theater is closed on Monday. We are here, or something like that. Jeffrey Cohen. We're not done yet. We're just still talking. He's trying to get us to go away. So, Amber, what else is going to say?
That's it.
Yes.
That's it for me.
Amber, do you want to let everybody know who's here next week, or do I need to remind them who's going to be joining us?
Next week is the
Darius DeHaas.
third. The third.
The third. The third.
Is it the third?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the third.
Yes. So Darius is going to be joining us. His name might sound familiar. He was part of one of my favorite movies of all time, Anastasia. He was also in Chicago, Under the Greenwood. Broadway celebrates Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Kiss of a Spider Woman, Rent. I mean, just freaking everything. Carousel, Shuffle Along.
Resume for days.
Resume for days. And can I say, if you were a fan of the Darius DeHaas. Yes, Chris. Yes, next Monday. If you watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, he was also the singing voice of Shy Baldwin. Hello. So, I mean, so many things. I'm going to fangirl just a smidge. I'm so sorry, but it's happening. So, yes, he will be here. So freaking excited. And then after that, do you remember who's going to be here?
I do.
Go ahead.
That will be the 10th, and that will be our friend Ken Wolf Clark, who was just on Broadway as the understudy for Jacob Jankowski and is now on the national tour of The Notebook.
Yeah. And what did you did that? That's your first actual member booking.
And then the next week we will have the rebooking of Tonight's Show.
Yes, and after that we will have Final Strike Collaborative. Hopefully they will feel better and be in the country, and I will feel better, and Amber will be done moving. And I just realized our Patreon is still up. So yes, join our Patreon. That's important. But please, guys, yes, as Jeffrey Cohen wanted to remind us, we're here every single Monday night because when Broadway is dark, we keep the Ghostlight burning. We love you guys. Happy freaking Halloween. Amber, I would say it's freaking bats because I love your headpiece. I'm sad that my Bucky shirt is not glowing in the dark, but it's cute and it's spooky. And I'm going to probably go watch some ghost shows now. And Amber's going to go watch some finances because that's what she does.
I'm going to finish working because I'm not done.
That's your own damn fault.
Send in more meds.
That's fair. Yes. Do all the things and the stuff, everybody. And make sure you start to look at our socials because we're going to be doing Halloween costume contests too for some of our larger groups. So follow along. We love you guys. Happy spooky week. And we're always here for you. Remember, if you guys need any assistance throughout the upcoming weeks and you just have no one else to talk to, you can feel free to reach out to us as well.
And show us your costumes.
I'm so glad that you said the word costumes because my brain very easily went somewhere else. I need to go to sleep. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
I'll make a post. You guys can show us the costumes.